Hey, what's up, guys? Look, my eyes are like, I kind of like the messy Jimmy look today. Anyway, so I made a video and I wasn't going to post this on YouTube because I just was going to keep it on my Facebook with my Facebook followers. But I made a video about the whole Pretty Boss thing and a lot of these New Agers going back to Christianity. And the thing is, the New Age was sort of like a psyop. People who research kind of know that it was like a psyop. And so it is Instagram channel, or Mook, she posted a minute-long video sort of showing like why are, like, it's almost like it's an agenda, and a lot of videos will pop up like, oh, New Age back to Jesus. And the way Pretty Boss say it is, she said New Age / occult, but occult means hidden. So it was very disrespectful to people who are actually trying to figure out these hidden messages, you know, to call it a cult, like to synonymize the occult with the New Age. It's two different like things. So and a lot of people are like, oh, that's weak. That's what is it called? That's being a coward. And it kind of is, because it's like never claiming personal responsibility and never claiming your own sovereignty. You have to claim personal responsibility. So I just wanted to, this is going to be just a little quick intro into my main video. Go to So It Is, go to her YouTube channel and check out the minute-long video she posted. She's like, this is kind of weird. I'll also put a link below for you guys. Just check it out. Come up with your own conclusion. It's very, very interesting with everything else that's going on. You know, I did the WAP video breakdown. That's at almost 2K views now on Facebook. It's at 400 or 500 views on YouTube. So it's, you know, people are looking for these messages. People are looking for like what's really going on. And it's so important at this time for us to start decoding, to be into symbolism, to be into our own magic, and really understand and decode the reality around us as well as the reality within us. So I love you all. Enjoy the video. Definitely leave a comment, share, subscribe, you know, that whole thing. But definitely leave a comment, just because I really want to know what you guys think. And I really want you all to sort of weigh in on this concept of people going back and just the way everything's tying in for, you know, that big agenda. Claim your soul sovereignty. Claim your sovereignty more than anything. Use your voice. Don't consent to anyone trying to take advantage of your energy. And vibrate high, vibrate low, vibrate balanced. Be balanced. Peace. Gotta put that in there. Cosmic gang, whole lot of gang shit, ninth dimensional strange shit. We are in the building. I should have worn my cosmic gang shirt. I didn't even think about it. Dang, man. Yeah, Dre, hit me up. And because I want to go through all that information with you step by step. And I was thinking about that today, matter of fact, and I was like, I gotta give my bro his money's worth. So we finna have a sit down for real. Okay, so as everybody knows, Pretty Boss does not do tarot anymore, and now she's worshiping a deity called Yah or Jah or something like that. And I'm not gonna say nothing bad about this sister. She's on her path, and I think that this was the year where a lot of stuff was being exposed as far as our spiritual teachers. And people who were really leading a lot of people. Now, there was some things that I found just disparaging for me, and some things that I found were not authentic, and in regards to like taking personal responsibility as far as her character. I mean, it's character, but it's like if you decide that you want to help people or start a business or something around your spirituality, you do have a responsibility. You do have a responsibility to the people that you're influencing. And influencers on social media tend to not take that seriously. And a lot of people who claim to be spiritual teachers, they're really not taking what they're doing seriously. I know. I'm finna do I'm gonna let this charge and go into a meditation, and then I'm finna do all the signs, because some of us don't think tarot is evil. Alright, that's gonna be the last joke I crack, though, for real. Maybe. So she had done this video recently. I want to say it was probably a day or two ago, and I was waiting to let stuff play out. He said you're I was waiting to let stuff play out before I commented really on anything. It was shocking to me, like a lot of other people who remember that you got introduced to Pretty Boss through I got introduced to Pretty Boss through Panic, because she was talking about the Hermetic laws, and then I went to her page and I'm like, wow, I like her videos, and you know what, I fuck with her. So I started following her stuff here and there, because I like different people's perspectives. And you know, anybody who's listening to Panic stuff, people trust him because he's consistent, and because no matter what he talks about, he's always on his path and he's authentic. So it was kind of a shock to a lot of people, especially people who only were following her. And it's this pop sort of spirituality that's not authentic. And the thing about spirituality is you're at some point or another, you're gonna get confronted to, yeah, he did endorse her heavy. He didn't know she was gonna go back to Yeveha. She called him Yahweh. Ugh. Anyway, he didn't know she was finna go back to, that was years ago, you know what I'm saying? And okay, so the reason why I titled this, all truths are but half truths, is because that's something that she actually said in this video that she put out. And as we know, this language, the American language, the English language, it's very easy to speak with a forked tongue, where it's a half truth. And there are certain spiritual teachers that you really got to listen to what they're saying, because they might spit something solid for like 30 minutes, and then they'll say 1-2 little things at the end. And if you don't catch it, it slips into your subconscious mind that doesn't make sense and that contradicts everything else they said. And this is the gift and the curse of the English language. So with her, she's like, yeah, like books like the Kabbalion. Oh, I never even read the Kabbalion. I just didn't feel drawn to it. She was like, yeah, things like the Kabbalion, all truths are but half truths. I'm with Jah. I want the full truth. And I was like, the full truth? Y'all want to know what the full truth is? The full truth is everybody has a different perception, and there's only one source where we all come from, but it's experiencing itself through different forms of consciousness in order to know itself. So everything essentially is the truth, and it's not the truth. What it's going to be is your truth. So you got to go within your own heart and your own soul and use your own discernment to figure out what your path is. And when you're on your path with discernment, one thing that Pretty Boss, the reason why she had to go back into Christianity, because in Christianity they teach, she said not to call her a Christian, but that's basically what she's talking about. But whatever she does, the reason why she had to go back into that form of spirituality, I guess we can call it, or religion, I guess we could call it, is because she was into all these things, but never worked on the first gift, and the first gift is discernment. So when discernment is the first gift, and when you work on that first, everything else sort of lines up with it. Also, too, with the tarot, she was, and I'm a tarot reader, so of course I'm going to defend the tarot, but she was saying tarot's evil, and I'm like, did you do any due diligence to learn what the Fool's Journey is? To learn the history of tarot, to learn about all the different suits and the symbolism? And a lot of these tarot readers, they'll pull out this deck of cards right here, right? They'll pull out this deck of cards and they'll be like, oh, I feel this energy. This means, I went on this website and it told me what this means. So this means this. No, ma'am. These are archetypal energies. That's not how you read tarot, first of all. These are archetypal energies dealing with the archetypal mind. So when you read tarot, you need to have some respect for your cards because this is an ancient art form, and actually do some due diligence to learn what that means and what the history of tarot actually is and what the different symbols are. Like, and as you get into it, like, oh, I see seahorses. Okay, so what does that mean? Or seashells, a cup. This card, okay, the land is like this. Especially the major arcana, if I can get to things like this, the Chariot. Most people don't know what these black and white animals at the bottom are. Most people don't know what the wings symbolize. Most people don't know what the breastplate symbolize. Like there's so much that a lot of the Hierophant, which I fucking hate the Hierophant, honestly, because I feel like this is like traditional religious structure when I think everyone should really be on their own path and be discerning things for themselves, which is why, what do I teach? Soul sovereignty. I teach you sovereignty. I teach you how to be sovereign within your own self, because I don't want you to need me. I want you to be your own leader. And different tarot has different energy as well. Speaking on that, I got another tarot deck that I rarely use. Here, let me pull it out for y'all. I don't use this one much because I need to learn more about the Goetia. But this is the occult tarot, right? So I have this deck and this has demons on it. Why, Isabel? Why are you going to go into, hey, what's up, sis? Why are you going to buy a fucking occult? And the man who made this is dumb as fuck. So I have to come up with my own meanings for these cards. And it's very hard to find good information on Damians, honestly. I need to get some more books on them and learn them. That's why I don't use them that much except for myself. But for example, right, there's so much misconceptions around like Lucifer and around like, now the one that I really don't fuck with is Moloch, because this motherfucker does child sacrifice. And then if you get into the alien stuff, especially David Wilcock, he did a series on Gaia called Wisdom Teachings, where he got into the actual being that Moloch is and came here as. Like this one, gives all worldly power and treasures, makes one rich quickly. Ace of Pentacles, Lesufuig Raphael, like I can't say his name. And then they have the Hebrew words here. So this is a fire language, y'all gotta know that. And then the sigils and stuff, like all this stuff is magical. And the guy who made this, he is into magic because he created these sigils on the back of the cards so that he could trap the entity in there so it doesn't come, like the energy doesn't like come out in the environment. But my other tarot cards don't like being around these cards. They're like, they're too dark and dirty for us. And so she was talking about demons and spiritual attacks and stuff like that. And I was kind of like, well, the thing is, and she's doing everything based on feeling. So I was like, there's no logic to what you're saying. The reason why, hey, what's up, Joe? The reason why you're going to and fro, right? From here to there, everywhere, is because she's looking for everything outside of her. And this is a big lesson for us. I don't want to disparage her because this is an aspect of her path she needs. Because the reason why you get into Christianity first, a lot of people get there first, is to learn spiritual discernment. I was in Christianity first. I'm not going to fucking disparage anybody who was on that path because I know what it did for me. And then when I outgrew it, I moved on. And as I keep on my path, the most ultimate truth, the most ultimate realization I had was that everybody deserves sovereignty over their own soul, and that I don't want to be the person to take that away from you. I don't want to be the person to make you follow me. I want you to follow yourself, for real. I want you to follow your own soul, your own intuition. I want you to follow your own destiny. Okay? So the thing is, that's what I teach. That's my main message. And anyone I work with will tell you, ask any one of my clients that's not salty because they didn't keep up with their work, but you can ask any one of my clients, anybody who's ever worked with me, they'll all tell you the same thing, that I give them practical information, that I help clear their energy body, that I do not steal their energy. And if because I do energy work, I don't like to do it too much, but when I feel, and I do help with actually removing spiritual attachments, demons as they call them, archons, reptilian consciousness. I do all that stuff. So I'm deep into this, and I've been into this, and I've never had the fucking truth. Always have been. Exactly. So the thing about, and the thing about what happened with Pretty Boss and where she kind of like went back into this is she had to go through for me, it feels like she had to go through a regression. And if anybody wants to hop on, you're more than welcome. If you send a video request or whatever, you can hop on and talk about this yourself too, because I want everybody, like other people's perspectives as well. Now the thing about Pretty Boss was that she didn't learn the first spiritual gifts of discernment. And then she built this huge following, and organized religion does control the masses because it takes the power away from you. That's the issue. The major thing that like everything teaches, except, well, Christianity codes it. The major thing that anywhere you go, any spiritual practice you get into will teach is that the only real sin is trying to control somebody else's destiny or somebody else's path. We're not to control anybody else's path. You let them live. Hey, what's up, Marcus? Peace. You let them live, and you live and let live. You let them be on their path, because when you block somebody from taking their path, whether it be a girlfriend, whether it be a boyfriend, whether it be a wife, whether it be a husband, whether it be a sister, your kids, any other soul, when you block them for what they have to go through on their path, you're violating their free will. And what ends up happening with that is when you violate their free will, your free will gets violated, and now all the things that you want to do, you can't do. And one thing that I found odd is that she talked about how, and you see, there was no personal responsibility, and that bothered me a lot too, because you can't grow if you're blaming everything outside of you and not being like, you know what, I need to shift my perspective. I need to reprogram my subconscious mind. I need to get some of that old stuff out. And like, she was just like, oh, it was the demons doing it. Oh, it was this doing it. How you know you ain't create them demons yourself? Huh? Y'all hearing me? How you know you ain't create those demons yourself? How do you know that wasn't a thought form from when you were a child and you just haven't healed it yet? It's common fucking sense, and nothing that she said had anything to do with logic. It was all like, she was like externally trying to figure out her path. So that's why she had to go backwards to learn discernment, so she can get into a space of soul sovereignty, and then she can move forward with this more advanced stuff. It's not a judgment on the path. It's never a judgment on the path. What it is about understanding that everybody is at different levels. And I love everybody for every level that they're at, because Source loves everybody for every level that they're at and wants to see everyone ascend on their path. Yeah, she wasn't doing the inner work. She talked about, listen, this girl, see, I used to get sleep paralysis when I was a kid too. So it's funny because a lot of the stuff she was talking about, I'm like, I've been doing that too since I was a kid. Damn, I went through that too. I was like, damn, we basically went through the same shit, but we two different motherfuckers. Because I chose my soul sovereignty, and she chose popcorn. I call it popcorn spirituality. And then to take New Age, which was, the term itself is like a psyop, a psychological operation, and say, oh, well, when I was in New Age occult, like, that's disrespectful to the occult. Occult means hidden, and obviously you ain't learned nothing. So the hidden knowledge that was there, you have not received. Goodbye. Like that, like, and so the way that, and I'm not gonna say no names, because a girlfriend of mine was on her Patreon, and I'm not gonna say her name or anything out of respect for her. I just knew that she was on there, so I wanted to get, because everybody kept talking about the video on Patreon on the comments where she was talking about, hey, what's up, Aisha? Y'all say what's up to Aisha. I gotta stop the live. Aisha's here. Y'all already know. Soul family in the building. Been with me since day one. I love this girl. Love this girl. Another Cappy. Oh, Joe was in it too. So she said that, yeah, she got her occult knowledge from YouTube videos. There's an inner understanding. 100% Melanie here. Always love you. Love your lives. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, sweetheart. And a lot of people said that the video she put on Patreon was so disrespectful to her followers and to the people that had been with her when she talked about how she's done with tarot. She's not doing tarot. That's fine. But the thing is that not everybody is ready to get rid of tarot or get rid of or change just like you change and follow you like a bot. Because whenever you follow, don't follow me. Follow your damn self. Follow your soul. Follow your intuition. I want you to be empowered. Okay? So the thing is that from what I heard, the video was very disrespectful and disparaging. And she has since then taken it down. Probably because she cares more about how people view her than how she actually feels on the inside. She talked about suicide. She told, since I've been in the cult, I've been having nothing because of the occult and dealing with real spirituality makes you have personal responsibility against yourself. Yeah, you're having feelings of suicide. Them shits ain't gonna go away. There's no, this shit is not for the faint of heart. You need to actually deal with your shit. You need to question, why do I feel this way? It's not even hard to do. That's the part that fucked me up is I'm like, it's not even hard to do. All you have to do is sit down, relax, take a fucking notebook and be like, okay, this triggered me today. Why do I feel this way? Where does it come from? As soon as you ask the question, the subconscious mind will look for the answers automatically. That's how we work. Most people don't realize that. It's very, very simple. It's not complicated to be spiritual. You're already spiritual. You're just in a body. So you forget. And another thing, let me see. So she also talked about, and this was an inner child wound. And my heart kind of goes out to her. Because she talked, it's hard for people to face their truths. Absolutely. She was actually pretty well started talking about how she was actually supposed to be aborted. And my heart goes out to her. Like I said, I'm not going to disparage her, but I am going to critique her because, well, let me finish this first and then we'll talk about that part. What bothered me was that from what I had heard, and I didn't see the video, I wasn't on her Patreon, but from what I had heard, the video where she like said she wasn't doing tarot anymore and stuff, it wasn't a loving message. It wasn't like, hey guys, listen, I'm not going to be on this path anymore. I've decided to switch what I'm doing. I won't be doing readings. I won't be doing tarot at all anymore. You know, keeping it very even. From what I heard, it was very disrespectful. And a lot of people were hurt and a lot of people were lost. So when you are in a position that you're helping people, you do have a responsibility. And it's very important to care. It was ego shit. Exactly. Aisha said it. Aisha, you already know Capricorns see everything. So a lot of people said that it was just very hurtful. And for people who are new to spirituality or they still want to learn about tarot and stuff, like she didn't recommend another channel. She didn't say, you know, I'm not going to be doing this. If you want to stick with me, it's cool. If not, it's cool too. It was more like very disrespectful. And sorry, y'all, I got a call that came in. It was very disrespectful and disparaging. And basically she was just saying that like tarot is evil. But like you have never even studied the tarot and the symbols on the tarot or where it actually came from. And to call anything evil, it's just every symbol can be inverted. I can take these shells and I can say that this represents the sea and this represents connection and balancing the emotions. Or I can take these shells and I can say this represents Poseidon. This represents death through the ocean. And whenever I give someone this necklace, they're going to die via water. It's the intention you put on the object. It's not the object. It's you. Did that hurt a little bit? I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Okay? It's not. She even said that she stopped working. I hate when people call me in the middle of these. She even said she stopped working with Archangel Michael. And I found that odd too. So I'm not going to speak on that too much. All I know is that Archangel Michael the color blue, right? Thoth's color is blue also. So this put me on, and then the throat chakra resonates with blue. So blue represents wisdom, authority, spiritual protection. The throat chakra also represents the higher heart. So I was kind of like, okay. And then my own personal experiences with Archangel Michael have always been very positive. Yeah. My own experiences with Archangel Michael have always been very positive. And Archangel Michael really helped me through some rough times when I was depressed in my life. But I didn't blame a demon for making me depressed. I looked at myself and I was like, all right, I know that I don't like feeling this way. What have I not dealt with? And I dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? But when I was in that lower vibrational state, when I was depressed, I remember, because I could always see spirits since I was a kid. So I remember I'd look up every night, right next to my bed, Archangel Michael standing there protecting me, making sure I didn't ever go too low. He would never infringe upon my path, but he was always right next to me, and he was always guiding me, and he was always ensuring my safety. So that, I was like, how are you? And see, this is the thing that was, instead of saying this is my experience, another thing that she kept doing was acting like everything she's saying was definitive. Listen, even if you're just a fucking shyster and you just want to build your following back up, even if you're shysty as fuck and you just want to build your following back up, like, obviously you don't know psychology, because what you have to do is you have to win people's approval again. I mean, I don't give a fuck about approval. It is what it is, but I studied psychology for a long time. I've been reading psychology books and shit since I was 18. Shit, even before then, because I took psychology in high school. I took psychology and sociology in high school. So I was always into like psychology and stuff. But people, if you're coming from one, you do a whole 180 on everybody and go back into religion, and then you act like you know what the fuck you're talking about, nobody's gonna believe you. And it was just like, it was like pure ego shit. It was like pure ego shit. And it's like, you're not even like saying, you're saying that you know, oh, I know, with so much confidence. But you just switched your whole spiritual path because you really don't know. And just say, I really don't know. I just need to try this out for myself. You're more than welcome to come with me on my path, and we can see where this goes together. And anything that I learn, I'm willing to share with you. Doesn't that feel like someone who's more balanced and healthy? Not, I know. You obviously don't fucking know. And it's okay. Just admit that you don't fucking know. If I don't know some shit, I'm going to just say I don't know. And most of the time I say my experience, because what it is I'm sharing my experience. And if some aspect of this helps you, then that's what I'm most confident about. I just want some aspect of it. Yeah, I just want some aspect of my journey to assist you. And if with what I've learned over time and through my techniques and through practicing and working with different people, working with different clients and stuff, I know I can take that stuff, I can work with you, and I can actually assist you on your path. Also too, she never took any responsibility for her vibration. And then there was something she took from the Bible, and she was like, well, when she was talking about the third eye, so now she's attacking the third eye. But anyway, low key. But anyway, she goes, oh, well, in the Bible it says if the body is filled with light, then the eye is filled with light. I'm like, okay. But if the body is filled with darkness, then the eye is filled with darkness. Okay. I'm like, okay. So you're going to say that line, which is accurate, but you're still not going to talk about personal responsibility. Is that the type of time we're on? Because you're responsible for your own vibration. If your body, or if you're filled with a quote unquote darkness, if you're filled with a darkness, that means that, damn, when even the fucking Bible is saying that you're responsible for your own vibration. I mean, it's like, Dog. So you're still not gonna take responsibility for your own vibration and for the stuff that you haven't cleared out, but you're really gonna read people this line from the Bible? For what? So that was like I was just kind of like, okay, that didn't make any sense. And she's like, a lot of you who think your third eye open, it's not really open. Sis, you cannot talk like that. Nobody fucking believes you right now. Like, chill, be humble. The problem was you wasn't humble before, and now you're trying to act like you know. Sis, be humble. Cut it out. Be humble. And it's okay. It's okay to not know something. That's how you learn. Shit. Okay. And it's funny too, because the entity that she called Jah or Yahweh or whatever the fuck she called him, she said he looked like, okay, so first of all, she gives you a story, right? About how she thought she was talking when she was a teenager. She thought she was talking to this black woman with like beautiful skin that was like an angel, but it was really like a pale man that was like deformed and shit, that was a demon. So I'm like, and then she was talking about how Jah is a black man with dreadlocks that's like a nice build. And it's funny too, because I remember Bobby Hemmett said that, I forgot what the entity was, but a certain entity does come to women that looks like that, especially black women. They usually, he usually comes. So that's why I knew, I'm like, it's kind of good she working with him, because it'll help her balance out her logic, because she don't got no logic, like, and humble herself a little bit. So I'm just kind of like, how in one story, yeah, pale, it was a demon pretending to be a black woman angel. So how in one story you talking about, you obviously have no sense of spiritual discernment, but now we're supposed to believe you when you say that you are talking to this entity, and then you're saying that when you were using, that she said that she had a porn addiction, that she had 2 entities inside of her, and honestly, when I was on my path and how I've gone through healings, I've pulled entities out of me. But I took personal responsibility, and I found the root cause of the issue. And a lot of times the root cause of the issue was something from childhood. Thankfully, I know enough to know to always be in a higher vibration and be dealing with my higher self and my client's higher self. So I didn't ever like share that energy with them. It was something that was deep within me that I had to clear out. So I was happy about that. But it's kind of like, and then and this part kind of fucked me up too, and then I'm probably gonna be about done. Because then she's talking about how she felt like her readings weren't coming out right. Yeah, Kanusu. Yeah, that's what Bobby Hemmett was talking about. You're right. It was how does she know who's, and she don't know herself. And Relon said she early in her journey. Yes, she is. She's a young soul. And that's why I said I'm not going to disparage her, but I am going to call all this shit out for anybody who was following her, for anybody who, because I just feel bad for the people who are really in a space right now where they feel lost. I'm like, yo, you can't just leave people hanging like this. It's not fair to them, because a lot of people are new to the path. Yeah, and that's what this is too. I feel like an aspect of this is self-medication. But she was talking about how she felt like her readings wasn't even accurate no more. And she said that she kept telling people that she's not doing readings, or putting posts up that she's not doing readings. But the people were still sending her money for readings. And I'm like, why don't you just send their money back? Why are you still taking money for readings when you know the shit ain't coming out right because your energy's not right? That's fucking deceptive and greedy as fuck. I'm just saying, it is deceptive and it is very greedy. To be like, I know my energy's not right and this reading's not coming out right, but you know what? Fuck it. $200. And she don't even go on a fucking video chat with you. She just fucking sends you an email. I could do that shit for $25. Yeah, we all have it. Yeah, it was like getting scammed. And so that part, I know she's a tourist and shit, so she's about her bag, but that part didn't sit well with me. Or it's like, make it, because if you have your own website, you can go and disable a service or whatever so that people can't buy it. You know, especially while you're doing a switchover like that, you'd probably want to like, okay, I'm going to do it. So everything that was done, it just was done very shisty. That's one thing D-Rock kept saying on Sunday service. What was he saying? Because she wanted the paper regardless. Exactly. And I'm saying, like, so it's like, oh, I haven't, I've been depressed and I've been suicidal and I've been dealing with all this stuff and I've been spiritually attacked and the devil, the enemy, is coming for me. But I mean, give me your money though. Bitch, what? What? It didn't make no sense. I was like, and the way that she worded it was slick because she made it sound like, oh, people were still sending me money for readings and I really didn't feel right about them, but like almost blaming the client. And I was like, but you still taking their money though, instead of being honest and having integrity and being like, listen, I already said that I'm not taking readings, so I'm going to have to refund you. But thank you for your business and thank you for thinking about me, and be out. It's not that hard. And so another thing was she was supposed to be aborted by her mother, and then she had a relationship where she actually lost, at the end of a 3-year bad relationship, she actually lost her child. So that's nothing to laugh about. But listen, Rochelle, all you gotta do is trust yourself and you'll know who to trust and who not to trust. That's it. It's real easy. Trust yourself. Your intuition's not gonna lie to you. And your intuition isn't in your gut, it's in your heart. So that's nothing to laugh about, but that's some inner stuff that she first of all, never spoke to any of her followers about. And not that she has to, but if you know that you have like heavy stuff like that and you're not dealing with it, at least seeing a psychologist. Like, I would actually respect some deep shit like that. If you don't know if you can handle it on your own, I would respect somebody going to a psychologist and dealing with it. But you have so much trauma, you're essentially mentally unstable and you're out here helping people. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one alone. So I felt like that was kind of deceptive, and I think that this is her way of coming clean, because 2020 is the year that all the spiritual teachers and spiritual leaders and stuff are really getting exposed. So if they've been inauthentic in any way, shit like this is going to happen. But I feel like this is her way of trying to do it, but without taking personal responsibility. So, good luck with that. Let me see. And I really hope that she can get some help with those issues, because even if it's like in church or whatever, I don't even care. Like, she really needs to talk to somebody about that and work it out, because that means that she perhaps might have some heavy abandonment issues. And there's nothing to laugh about. A lot of us go through things. Like, I've gone through a lot of things in my life, but I go, and that's true to an extent. But you can be going through things and still help people. But it's when you don't do anything about what you're going through, that, because no spiritual teacher is perfect. Everybody has shit that they deal with it, that they're working through. I got personal stuff in my life that I'm working through, but I work through it. And it's easier for me to work through it because I've been doing shadow work since I was 16. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing shadow work since I was a kid. So it's kind of like, at this point, as soon as I feel it and I feel that something's off, I go and I'll journal, because that's what I've always done. I'll journal, and then I'll go into my emotions with it, and then I'll handle it. My life ain't perfect, but it's my life, and I'm making it the best that I can. And that's the important thing to do if you want to get on your higher frequency and higher vibration. It's not dwelling in the imperfections of your reality. It's actually being grateful for what you do have and what you can do, and the ways that you can help other people and help yourself. Yeah, but you can't. But if you leave it dormant then you can't help others. Yeah, you gotta work through your shit. Us Caps can handle it. Tell her, sis. Aisha's up in here too. That's another Cap. You can help anyone until you got yourself together. Facts, be tough. Another Cap. Damn, I done got the cat. I got the goat gang out here. Got all things in these streets. Devil card of the tarot. Talking so much shit about the tarot. But the reason why Capricorns know so much about, and she don't even believe in astrology no more. This bitch was worshiping the moon. Who the fuck worships the moon? First of all, bitch, I'm not worshiping nothing but my man's dick and my pussy. That's it, motherfucker. That's all I gotta. I don't want to talk shit, but that's all I gotta say. What in the fuck? Goat gang, baby. Yeah, but people. Gang, goat gang, try to focus on others. Yeah, and a lot of Tauruses tend to do that. That's their. Tauruses are very, very sensual and deal with the outer. So another. Oh damn! Everybody got Capricorn in their chart. Y'all dying right now. But the thing is with Capricorns here, I'll start with Capricorns. The reason why. She said yes. Oh, y'all be here for the ratchetness. The thing about Capricorns, the reason why nobody could really pull the wool over our eyes, or why we can see everything, why we could work with demons and shit and like pull entities off people and shit, is because we're not scared of the darkness. We seek out the darkness so that we can learn from it. So that when we come back into our purpose and stuff, we know how to like fight. You know what I'm saying? Lord, I wasn't ready. But Capricorns go into the darkness so they can learn. We can do both sides. That's why everybody, Capricorns are so evil. No, y'all just don't understand us. Y'all think that we are materialists, but we're truly not materialists. Although we like to have that, we're a little more, a balanced Capricorn's a little more balanced about materialism. Hush, honey, we not talking about y'all right now. Y'all are so cute when y'all two pop up in the live. Aren't y'all sitting next to each other or something? But yeah, so I think that what happened was, honestly, with this girl, could have been hexed. Possibility. Some people, especially in the comments, think that because it was such a dramatic change, people think that somebody might have put something on her. Y'all know roots be strong as hell. And it was like right after the COVID, quote unquote, she got the COVID, that this stuff started happening. And she was just very insensitive to her followers. Oh yeah, and then I wrote here too that she kept calling everybody a vessel for the Most High. And then she kept, and then I said she doesn't understand symbology. Yeah, and the whole thing with worshiping the moon, it's just understanding how to use energies. Just like how I showed you with the shells, how this is an object and I can imbue any energy I want on this object, and then I can therefore use it for that, because that's the intention. That's how you understand symbols. And symbols work with your subconscious mind. And she was acting like bitch, you didn't have to do a moon ritual every month if you didn't want to. Wasn't nobody telling you to do that shit. You made up that shit for yourself. You don't have to do anything. If I don't want to burn sage, I can sit here and be like, the room is clear, and that's it. The shit is clear because I said so. Because this is a malleable reality. When we look too much outside of ourselves, that's when we start getting lost and dazed and fucking confused. That's when you're gonna end up lost in the real. But yeah, she don't believe in the moon or none of that shit. No more, which is fine. Oh yeah, she did say she was because I said so, right? Tell him. Shit, we learned some shit from wrestling, bitch, because I said so. Suck my dick. So she said that she was suicidal and that she never felt divine love before. She only ever felt it from her connection with God or Jah. So that's really, and that's why like her twin flame readings and shit seem so desperate to me, because she doesn't know how to love herself. So that's, like I said, this is somebody that has some psychological issues. And that's the bottom line. So this is someone that has some psychological issues and has a lot of trauma. And, you know, send her love and support for healing, at least. If nothing else. Y'all, see, y'all doing too much. Give me a hell yeah. No, I feel like I'm the doll that's, you know, like you play with the dolls, the wrestling dolls when you were a kid. Y'all went off on y'all. See, y'all went into fucking wrestling nostalgia. Where are my Geminis at? And if y'all ain't done with that, I got to shut the fuck up. This live done went from alright to alright. Alright, y'all. That child needs some therapy. Yeah, she really has a lot of trauma. The way she was talking, she just has. I'm mad that Genocide just answered back. Feel me? Y'all men are childish. See, our damn brothers are childish in this chat. Y'all are childish as hell. But yeah, Sharon, she does need some therapy, and I just want to send her love and support. I know I tore her up a little bit in this video, but people don't need to do shit. It's wise to view things from your own consciousness, and all I'm doing is revealing certain aspects that I noticed. You could agree or disagree or whatever, but I want you to make up your own mind, not just follow what I say, follow what you say. And if you feel like, nah, you know what, I was fucking with what Isabel said there, but you know, I can't get with that, that's fine. That's what this is supposed to be. It's a learning experience. I learn from y'all just as much as y'all learn from me. It's not just I'm not the fucking dictator of knowledge. I just made a practice since I was a kid to always hold two opposing ideas in my mind and debate them. I could hold a concept in my mind for months, 6, 7 months at a time, something that I was very interested in, and I would just go back and forth in my mind and debate. I was even on the debate team and debate team, journalism, you know, AP classes. Except for math, I was in remedial ass math. Math ain't make no motherfucking sense to me. AP physics with remedial math. Tell me how that. I don't even know how I don't know how that shit flew. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm finna take a little break. Yeah, she took no responsibility. She took no responsibility. She could have said, I have to take a break because I need therapy. She really needs therapy. She really needs to heal. And I know that that's a lower path or whatever. You can say what you want about psychologists, but the thing is, like, she really needs really actual therapy would help her. Something just starting on a base level of healing. That healing came back and whooped her ass. And yeah, that was sketchy as hell. I was like, wait. She blamed other people, her followers. She blamed, the devil, demons. And there are archons and stuff, but the thing is, the archons and the demons, she said, that were attacking her, they were only attacking her because her vibration was low, and then she didn't have discernment even to go within herself and see where her vibration was fucked up to resonate with that energy. That's cohesive thinking. But when you don't have it within yourself to go and be like, I'm resonating with this energy, it's attacking me, it's attached to me, or whatever, why? That's when you get fucked up out here. It's just the way it is. It's the way everything works in this reality. I love y'all. I'll be back though. If y'all finna, what time is it? It's 10:30 already. Maybe like a half an hour or so. Joke, shut up. Y'all send that girl some love, some healing, because she need it. Yeah, Genocide said that she gonna have to start again. That's what I'm saying. She's literally doing a regression and starting over because she has to. Because she never learned the first gift. Universe told her she ain't passed her test and exposed her for what she truly is, even in herself. And that's a gift, honestly. All right, y'all. I'll be back with y'all signs. Because I have a reading tomorrow morning. Dre hit me up and we'll do something for tomorrow afternoon. I love you guys. Peace.